graph lines.
Okay, good. Can I
I don't know
flip?
how to put in words.
I can give you mine after. We'll get it set up. All right, 7. This is my page 8, and I'm going to put my vocab in there. Right. No, there's an actual test grade too. Why are you looking at that right now? No, you can look later. And page 9, we're going to be talking about rate of change. So if you are at home, make sure you are keeping a notebook. It is a quiz grade. I'm going to check it in 2 weeks because that's when the 6 weeks is ending. I'll help you check your grade. Breathe. That means page 7 is your test review, which you said you didn't. 8 is your vocab. And so flip and make that 9. All right, I want lots of participation for extra credit points. Y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All these good people on the live Zoom. All right, didn't we just write down the definition for rate of change? Or we filled in the definition for rate of change? That was weird. Y'all heard that, right? What is happening out there? Online people, didn't we just fill in the thing for rate of change on our vocab sheet?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so rate of change, if you remember from the sheet, is the vertical change over the horizontal change. Of a line. All right, do not write this. I want you to watch. I'll put it right here so you can still see. Don't write this. How many of you
I remember that.
How many of you learned that formula last year?
Yes, we learned it. Well, I did.
Okay. I hate this formula.
Me too.
So let me tell you why I hate this formula. Y'all don't ever remember, and it's not just y'all, it was me too as a student. No one ever remembers which one's the second one and which one's the first one. Yeah, I would mix those up all the time, and then my teacher would be like, you didn't do them in the right order. Well, how do you know which one's first and which one's second? Like, it made no sense to me. So I do not do it that way. If you want to do it that way, you do you. I don't do it that way, okay? Because my brain is not good at remembering formulas. So here's the 2 different ways I do it, okay? Nope. I said don't write this. Rise over run. Or change in y over change in x. Those are the 2 formulas I use. They're not really formulas. Those are triangles. Triangle means change in math. If you write a triangle, it means change. Oh, I love this one. Oh, good. Triangle means change. Change in y over change in x. No. All right. So, who remembers the 1, 2, 3, 4 ways we can find rate of change? There are 4. And remember, rate of change is just slope. Right, but I'm saying there's 4 ways we may have to find it. There's 4 things they could give me and ask me to find the rate of change of. I don't know. They're getting on my nerves, though. People at home, be glad you're not here. We got some people doing some loud things in the hallway. I don't know what's going on.
Yell at them.
Girl, I might. They're being very loud right outside my door. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Is the door shut? Okay. I think it is. Oh. It's still, I was about to say, it's still just as loud. All right. 4 things they could give us to find the rate of change of. Somebody name one. Not real world examples, like I could give you something. A graph, good. Graph is one. What's another one? Coordinate is one. She getting all the extra credit. Good, a function or an equation. Good, Ashley. And then Ashley, what did you just say? I think you said something else.
No, nothing.
Oh, you said nothing. What's this? A table. So they could give us a graph. They could give us points or coordinates. They could give us an equation, or they could give us a table. So we're going to take notes on how you find the rate of change from all those different things. Okay?
I got this in my old notebook.
Do y'all want, yes, so I'm going to write it in a minute. Do y'all want to start off with the easiest to the hardest? I feel like that's the way that makes the most sense. No, why would we do the hardest first? No. All right, your first way from an equation. That's crazy. You're backwards. You're supposed to do easy stuff first. Build up to the hard stuff. All right, from an equation, does anybody remember how we find the rate of change or the slope? We actually just talked about it in our vocab. Okay, wait, what did you just say? It's not X, but...
Y.
No. She just said it. Why are you looking at me weird? No, it's not an intercept. We're talking about rate of change. Oh, all right. Let me do it this way. Let's see.
MX plus B.
Okay, which one is the slope? What letter is the slope?
M.
M. There we go. So if I give you an equation, the rate of change
is M.
Baby, I'm fine with writing stuff out for you. When we did word problems 2 weeks ago, y'all remember doing word problems?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I told you in your steps for word problems, the R stood for rate of change. And it's always the number with the X. Do y'all remember doing that in the word problems? All right, write that down, Kamari. Rate of change is always the number with X. That's what that W/ means, with X. So rate of change from an equation is really easy because all you got to do is look for the number that's with X, and that's going to be your rate of change. Now remember, rate of change is just another name for
slope.
Slope, good. With X. That's an abbreviation for with. If you put W/, without is W/O. You'll see me put that sometimes too. All right, so let's do an example. Example 1. And I just want you to look at this and tell me what the rate of change is.
-1/2.
Good. Easy or hard? It's the number with X. Now listen to me. It is not the X. The X is the input. So whatever I tell you to input, you go put it there. The rate of change or the slope is just the -1/2. So M or slope equals -1/2. That's your answer. Find me the slope. Tell me what the rate of change is. I just didn't write it, but look, we're talking about finding rate of change from an equation. All right. It's always the slope, the number with x. That's the easy part. All right, second one.
Four.
Good. So it's not 3/2. Ashley, can you tell me why this one is 4?
Because it goes with the x.
Good. It's always the number with x. So I can switch the order. Don't get confused by that. Pick the number with the x. That's the slope. Right. Yep. So 4 is the slope because it goes with the x. Do I need to do any more from an equation, or y'all can figure that out? All right, we're good on that. People at home, y'all are good?
Yes.
All right. Ask a question if you're not. You can unmute and ask me. So second way, let's see. Second easiest for y'all is probably going to be a graph. Oh my God, I spelled the word from wrong. From a graph. We're about halfway done with notes, so y'all just hang with me. Who remembers from middle school how we find rate of change from a graph?
Rise over run.
Oh, good. Rise over run. And then I'm going to make Kamari talk. Hopefully he'll talk loud and not get shy for y'all. What did your teacher last year make you draw? You told me. You said, oh yeah, we had to draw those little. Yes, his teacher made them draw stairs. That's perfect because she was having them draw the rise over run. So from a graph, there's 2 steps. First thing you're going to do is pick 2 good points. What I mean by a good point, what do y'all think?
Ones that go in good.
Yeah, somebody just said it. So in class, they said the ones that intersect perfectly, and somebody online said it. The whole numbers. Perfect points. I like that. PP. Perfect points. Pick 2 perfect points or 2 good points. And then once you have those 2 points, you're going to do rise over run or stairs, as I like to call them, to find the slope. Can you see okay, Jordan? It's hard when you're right here sometimes because sometimes there's a glare. All right, can we do an example?
Sure.
Sure. I love that. We'll do 2 examples. Example 3. Huh? She's online for right now. She'll be back though. When she comes back. I don't know when actually. It's soon though. I do know that. All right. I do want you, if you're at home, to draw this graph with me, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Thank you. No, leave me alone, because I'm human. Is it uneven? Oh, because I'm just looking at this one that I have right here. And it's uneven. I don't know why. I thought you were trying to play my crooked lines. I was going to be mad at you.
They are a little wonky.
I'm gonna roast her. You did say wonky. That's fine. I could play y'all and say some of y'all's grades are a little wonky. Oh, people at home are like, oh, I'm
Hey.
get up here. Y'all are doing good. Shania came. Hey, Shania. Did y'all draw this line? Y'all already drew it. Okay. Well, we're ready to go. People at home, have y'all drawn the line?
Yes.
Oh, dang, y'all are fast. All right. I'm picking first step, 2 good points. Do y'all agree it goes right through 0, 0?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. There's some other good points, so let me just point some out. This one up here is good because it's whole numbers. It crosses perfectly. This one right here looks good. And that's about it.
Oh my goodness, my lines don't cross.
Well, then you didn't draw it very good now, did you? And yours is a little wonky, Brooke.
No, they're not wonky. They're just misplaced.
All right. This is how they should be placed. Those are some good ones right there. Now, how many good ones do you need?
2.
2. So let me show you. You can use any 2 of these that I drew. Okay, good. So, Kamari, which 2 do you want me to use? I'll do yours first. The first 2, I like that. So this one, he's saying do this one and this one. So watch. I picked 2 good points. I'm going to rise over run or make stairs. So watch this. I go up 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness, I remember this. I hate it.
Yeah, it goes up 1, 2, 3. Then you didn't draw it right. Make sure you draw it just like I do next time. Maybe this goes up 1, 2, 3. That's why I started getting graph paper notebooks. All right, up 3. How many does it go over? 1. Very good. So if this is going up 3 over 1, what's the rate of change? What is 3 divided by 1?
3.
You remember doing this? Now, did anybody at home pick the first point and the last point?
No.
Okay, if you did, it's fine. It should still work. I want you to watch me. We're going to rise over run. So you have to rise first. This is the scenario I always tell kids. If Jakiria raises her hand right now and says, Miss Poole, can you come look at this? What do I have to do first to get over there?
Get up.
Stand up. I got to rise. And then I can walk, right? So we got to go up first. So watch. From this pink point to this one, Jordan, you watching? It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it goes over how many?
2.
So watch this. Good. So it goes up 6 over 2. So y'all, what's 6 divided by 2?
3.
You'll get 3. Does it matter which points you pick?
No.
As long as they're perfect points. If they're not perfect points, then you're going to mess up somewhere. So as long as you pick 2 perfect points, doesn't matter which ones you use. Hang on. Yeah, so I just put 5. Yes, very good. I like what they just said, extra credit. So they said if you pick points that are closer together, you won't have to simplify. That is correct. As long as they're 2 close together, good points. Let's do another one. Those of you that drew it crooked, let's draw it straight this time.
I'll try.
Shots fired. Would it help if I give you some points? Okay, I'll draw the points up there. That's fine. I love how you said shots fired. Okay. Well, this one's kind of easy. What? You want me to come help you? Draw that one if you're at home.
My line's still wonky. It's just not long enough. Man, tell you what.
I think that matches mine. Oh, it's one off, but that's okay. Yes, we're only doing 2 graphs because I feel like y'all are okay with these graphs. I think. Let me know if you're not. Ask me a question. All right. Hold on. Am I good now? Y'all some slow graphers. I'm trying to get it right. Jordan's like, I already got mine. All right, people at home, they're saying they're done with their graphs. Are y'all?
Yes.
Okay, so check it out. Pick 2 nice points. Brooke, since you're talking to me, what 2 points you want me to pick?
The one that's on the X.
Okay.
Right there. And the one that's on what?
This one?
Mhm.
Okay. So you have to rise first. So is everybody okay if I pick the smaller one? Are y'all okay if I pick the smaller one? Now, I am going to show you how to do it the other way too. But I'm going to start at the bottom. Miss Poole typically starts at the bottom. So watch. I'm going to rise first. How many does this one go up? 1, 2, 3. Up 4. Do y'all agree? Okay, so it goes up 4. That means plus 4 over. How many does it go over? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it goes 4 to the left, what kind of 4 is it?
Negative.
There we go. So y'all, what's positive 4 over negative 4?
Negative 4.
Negative 1. Very good. Now,
Okay, hold on.
so who is that? Huh? Y'all should know if it's left, you go negative. Okay, Jordan's saying make sure you know if you go left, it's negative. Where else is it negative? When you go
Down.
Good. You learned that in middle school. That's why I didn't write it. We will write it, though. I can write it. All right. Yep. Okay, so check this out. What if I chose to do these 2? The 2 pink ones. And I'm going to start this time with the top one. So I just want you to watch. You ready, Jordan? I'm going to start here. So to get to this next pink one, how does this one move?
Down.
Down 2. So y'all just said down. If I go down 2, what kind of 2 is it, Jordan?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Good. And then so down 2, I'm sitting right here. And then it goes right 2. So what kind of 2 is that?
Positive 2.
What's negative 2 divided by positive 2?
Negative 1.
Well, negative 1. So do you see how no matter which way I go, you can go up and left or you can go down and right. As long as you pick 2 good points, you'll get the same thing. Everybody sees that. Okay, I know y'all want a way to check yourself, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Don't say that. Check out example 3. I just want you to watch with me. Look at example 3, the line I just highlighted. Does everybody agree it goes to the right?
I mean, yes, from down.
Pointing, it's leaning to the right, right? It's pointing to the right. Good. It's increasing. If it points to the right, it's going up and to the right, correct?
Positive
So
slope.
what, say that again?
It's a positive slope.
Yes, if it points to the right, it is positive. Y'all just told me numbers that move to the right are positive. So this one points to the right, we should have gotten a positive, did we?
Yes.
Good. This one points which way? Which way is it leaning?
Down.
Left. What kind of numbers are on the left?
Negative.
So this one should be negative. Did we get negatives?
Yeah.
All right. So I do want you to write that. If the graph leans or points, you can say either one, lean/points right, it should be positive. If it leans/points left, it should be, uh-oh, nobody's going to answer me. Negative?
Negative.
There we go. Y'all okay with that?
Yes.
All right. Can I move on?
Sure.
Sure. Did you get it all, babe? Okay. All right, third way we can find rate of change from a table. No, this is still the same topic. So if you have to go to a new page, it's fine. You just don't label it. Who remembers how we find rate of change from a table?
Let's see.
Okay, you do have to find the y's and the x's, but what with the y's and the x's? Good, the change, aka the,
Constant.
Changing Y over changing X.
good, it is changing y over changing x. Y'all are telling me to find the change in a table, but if we're finding the change in a table, what is that called? It has nothing to do with slope. This is like an elementary school word.
The difference.
Red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue.
Constant.
Pattern. That's a pattern. First thing you're going to do is find the pattern for x's and y's. Sorry, my handwriting got sloppy for a second. Find the pattern for x's and y's. And then once you know your pattern, you guys are right. We're going to do change in y over change in x. All right, so let's look at the table. Let's review. This is example 5. How many examples? We got 2 tables and then we got 2 order pairs and we're done. So you should have a little bit of homework time. I just got to make sure y'all are good with rate of change because every year I've got some kids that don't remember how to do it, which is fine because it's been a while. But if you can't find rate of change, then you can't graph lines. We're almost done. We're almost done. You look like you're dying. Oh no, go to bed earlier. All right, you should find the pattern. Now, I'm quizzing to see what you remember from middle school. So listen, this is for extra credit. What happens if the pattern isn't the same? It could be a function still, it's not a what. Good, extra credit. He was ready. If the pattern is not the same, it is not a straight line. Okay? So the pattern does need to be the same. So let's look at this. How do I get from 2 to 4?
Add 2.
How do I get from 4 to 6?
Add another 2.
There we go. How do you get from 1 to 2?
Add 1.
2 to 3?
You add another 1.
Okay, girl, that took me a second. All right, I found my pattern for x's and y's. So now I just have to do the y pattern over the x pattern. So change in y over change in x. What was my y pattern?
+2.
Okay. What was my x pattern?
+1.
So what is +2 divided by +1?
2.
That's your rate of change. Easy? Good. I'm going to make it harder.
Great.
I was going to make it harder anyways. What'd you say? That's right. I was going to do it either way. He knows me so well. -28. Told you I was going to make it harder.
84.
Girl, you fine. Um, you can try. Yes, I would love for you to find the pattern by yourself. You shouldn't need me to help you find the pattern. So try to find the pattern by yourself. You can do that. You're done? You're done too? All right. I think Jakiria's been done. She's been looking at me. Or she just didn't do it. All right, people at home, are we ready to talk about the pattern?
Yes.
I love whoever said that. They were like, sure. 1 to 3. Do you agree we're adding 2? 3 to 5, adding 2. My Y's are a little bit trickier. So first of all, let's look at this. Negative 28 to negative 84. Is it going up or down?
It's going down.
It's going down, which means we're subtracting. And how much are we taking away?
56.
Good, 56. That's what I got, 56. So check this out really quick. Here's how you can check yourself if you struggled with that. 28 plus 56, because they're both negative, so they've got the same sign, which means I can add them together. 8 and 6 is 14. 1, 2, and 5 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. Same thing here. You could do 84 and 56, add them together, and that does give you 140. So how do I find my rate of change? Good. What's my formula? Chop, chop. What is it?
Y over X.
I love that. Y over X. Negative 56 over positive 2. What do you get when you divide those?
Like 28.
Good. Jakira, you should know that, girl. Negative 28. Are we okay with finding it from a table?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm moving on.
I forgot it's 4, not 3.
4 things?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but the last one is my favorite because it's the same way as number 3. So from a pair of points, or from coordinates, from ordered pairs, points, remember they all mean the same thing. And then I'm being the same steps as number 3. So you don't need to rewrite them if you don't want to. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to. I'm just going to say same steps as number 3. Because let's think about it. If they give us a table, didn't they just give us points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So doing points in a table, you do it the same way. Example 7. Let's do 4, 5, and 6, 2. And I want you to find the rate of change. Get it where we can see our steps. Huh? Nope, I'm about to. All right, so your first step, you find the pattern. So y'all, let's look at it. How do you get from 4 to 6? From 4 to 6, does everybody agree we're adding 2?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you did it last year? Good. I like it when teachers do it this way because the Y1, Y2 crap doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's what we did last year.
Good. All right, how do you get from 5 to 2?
5 and 2, 3.
So do y'all see how I color coded mine?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is my X's? Because remember, we're doing change in X over change in Y.
4 and 6.
Change in Y, y'all let me say it backwards. Y'all gotta correct me. Change in Y over change in X. Which one was my change in Y?
5 and 2.
-3.
-3 was the change. Very good. What was my change in X?
2. So it's 2.
Plus 2. So can you reduce -3 over 2? So what do you do? Exactly. Very good, Jordan. Listen to me very carefully. Please do not write that as -1.5. Does anybody want to tell me why we leave it as a fraction?
Because it could be plotted on the graph easily back there with
Who said that? Who was that?
me.
Shania. She always says me. So she's right. Extra credit, Shania. Good job, babe. If it's a fraction, it's easier to graph because you're going to go down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2 when we do graphing. Does that make sense? All right. Can y'all try this one? I feel like we can try it. That's where all the children say yes, Miss Poole.
Sure.
Sure. Try this one. So find my pattern for me and then do change in Y over change in X. Oh, you just said yeah. Oh, no, I said, are you done? All right, are y'all okay if I start going over this one?
Yes.
If you're not, keep working it out. You can just check back with me. All right. How do we get from 3 to -7? Because you got to put your X's together. Good. -10. Oh, did you not put the X's together? No. The 3 is in the X spot, so it has to go with the -7 in the X spot. I got -10 as well. And then from 8 to 3, did y'all get -5?
Yes.
Yes.
And when I do change in Y over change in X, what was the change in Y?
-5.
Good. What was the change in X?
-10.
Okay, what does -5 over -10 reduce to?
1 over 2.
Good. Yes, ma'am. All right, look, doesn't 5 go into 10? Some of y'all need to watch because you just told me the wrong thing. Divide by 5, divide by 5. -5 divided by 5 is -1. -10 divided by 5 is -2. And then what's a negative divided by a negative? Positive. So your rate of change is 1/2. How do we feel about this? We feel okay? Okay,
Yes.
look at me. Jordan, don't move. Make sure you're listening. I need you to try all of these. I just want you to try all of them. I don't grade it for right or wrong. I look for, did you show me work? Did you give effort? So listen, if you struggle with 8, 9, or 10, just send me a text or a message. I can maybe help you set them up, okay? And I do have